Is good evening all. Once again, good evening. Today we have joined our Dhamma reading session on this Wednesday, 8th January 2025. And before start of our reading session, we will start with paying refuge to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. You can all recite along with me. We will recite Namo Tassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham dhammam sangam namami. Yes, we have done our refuge with Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Now we will start our reading session. Now I will be sharing the screen. Yes, now I request Nanda Madam to start reading.
We are continuing the reading from The Path to Nibbana by David Johnson, chapter 3, and we are starting from page 52. The Buddha called this right effort Samma Vayama. In tranquil wisdom insight meditation, it is called the 6 R's. This is the way hindrances are removed and craving is eliminated bit by bit. When you react to your wandering
Madam,
mind
just
with
I want to
aversion,
pause. Madam, just I want to pause. You are reading from the page number
52.
52. 52 of this bottom page, madam, you're telling?
It starts with the Buddha called this right effort Samma Vayama.
Okay. Right. Just checking, madam. Yes, Buddha called this right effort. Yes, madam. You can start, madam.
Yeah. The Buddha called this right effort Samma Vayama. In tranquil wisdom insight meditation, it is called the 6 R's. This is the way hindrances are removed and craving is eliminated bit by bit. When you react to your wandering mind with aversion, I don't like this, the reaction itself is the craving you are trying to remove. You need to tranquilize this reaction, relax into it, soften into it, let it be, let go of beating yourself up. As it occurs in the suttas, tranquilize is an action verb. It involves removing by softening and purposely relaxing into any tightness and tension in mind or body. It is not just a general relaxing of the mood or the body. You see a beautiful woman walking down the street. Your mind has a pleasant feeling and craving arises. I like her. You can feel your mind tightening around the form of the woman. Then comes thoughts about her Wow, I haven't seen her around before. Wonder where she came from. So if we are sitting and we are using concentration meditation and we start thinking over this experience of the lovely lady, we pull or even jerk our mind back to our object of meditation. We try to hold it there, pushing away this distraction. But because we did not allow that distracting mind that arose to be there by itself and actively relax the tension and tightness around it, sensual desire, we had even more thoughts. We keep thinking more thoughts because the craving embedded in those thoughts keeps generating even more thinking. When we start getting upset because our thoughts are out of control, we get frustrated and think what it would be like to constantly have lustful thoughts, constantly thinking and unable to be quiet. Then we think even more about it and get completely lost. A daydream could just turn into a nightmare. Now, our Supreme Gautama Buddha emphasized the right effort, which is in Pali, Samavayama. It's explained in detail in Samyutta Nikaya 45.8, Mahachariskala Sutta. In tranquil wisdom, insight meditation, we call this 6R. We use 6R to remove the hindrances, the craving attached to the hindrances are eliminated bit by bit. When we react to a wandering mind with thoughts like, oh, I don't like this, the reaction itself is the craving that we are trying to remove. So we need to tranquilize this negative reaction. We need to relax into this negative reaction. We need to soften into it, and we need to just let that hindrance be there, and we need to let go of this negative reaction. The sutta emphasized the word tranquilize. It is an action verb. It involves removing by softening and purposely, consciously relaxing into the tightness and tension in the body and the mind. It is not just a general relaxation of the mood or the body, but we need to consciously relax the body. For example, if you see something very beautiful, we would think about it. So when we sit to meditate, we will concentrate on that. And so there is a kind of a pull or even jerk in the mind back to this beautiful object. So we are trying to push that distraction. if we do not allow that distracted mind to arise by itself, and actively relax the tension and tightness around that desire, our thoughts become multiplied. We keep on thinking about it because the craving is attached to this distraction. So we get upset and frustrated thinking about this unwholesome thought constantly, and it becomes quite difficult for us.
Yes, madam, truly said. Uh, really, the word tranquilize, like what we have in general perception of other practices is different, and the actual meaning and the experience of tranquilize is relaxing the tightness and tension present in our head and coming back to smile. The 6 hours is a very important step. Now I request Paul sir, can you read?
I'd rather not read. Sorry.
Fine. Sangeeta madam, can you able to read?
Okay.
Yes, from here you can read.
From where do I have to read?
Yes, madam. The answer to this problem is
Okay. The answer to this problem is the moment the image arose and the pleasant feeling arose, you would want to start relaxing into that perception right away. You want to release your attention from it, relax the tightness around it. Then the rest of the thoughts don't come up. You also don't get frustrated because you have truly let go and have not suppressed anything. So, here in this paragraph, the answer is given to the problem. The answer means you have to uh, you want to start relaxing into that perception right away. You want to release your attention from it, relax the tightness around it. Then the rest of the thoughts don't come up. Okay, you just do not have to pay attention. It is what I have understood is you don't have to pay attention to much attention to it, so that thoughts don't come up. So this is what I have understood from this paragraph, and in this way you do not suppress also anything, and you let go all the feelings around it. The word next paragraph is the word tranquilize in modern use often refers to stress relief. One might use a tranquilizer drug to take the stress away. In much the same way, we are tranquilizing the hindrance and taking away its tension and tightness. So in this paragraph, I understood is that people take the drugs to take the stress away. So this is also a method to take the stress away and to try take away the tension and tightness around. So this is the way of stress relief. Returning to the Buddha's awakening story, he sat in meditation again, but this time he relaxed and let go of the tight mental fist wrapped around those thoughts that pulled his mind out of the present. He relaxed into and tranquilized the tightness arising in his mind, in his head. So, this is how Buddha used to meditate, that he uh, uh, means you should to remain in the present. You have to let go of all the thoughts, and so that all the tightness arising in his mind, in his head, is also released. Next paragraph is: in the first watch of the night, the Buddha followed this method. He reached the fourth jhana. Tranquil, it is jhana means tranquil aware. So, uh, when one adds the relaxed step, progress in the jhana practice is indeed swift. The Buddha called progress immediately effective, or akaliko in Pali. So, this process, in this paragraph, Buddha is following this process to, and he finds this immediately effective. So, this is the method to release the stress. From next paragraph is: from there the triple knowledge arose. He remembered his past lives, experienced other realms, and realized how karma worked. At last, through seeing with wisdom, understanding dependent origination, he attained Nibbana that very next morning. So, this is how Buddha started realizing, and he attained Nibbana that very next morning. So, next paragraph is: the Buddha's process of awakening was what is called the three knowledges, Tevijja, but the process of going through the jhanas is the same. More on this later. What it taught the most, however, as in the Anupada Sutta, which we are going to study next, is the path that goes through all the four material jhanas. Jhanas, the four immaterial states, and on to the Nibbana. Again, these are the tranquil aware jhanas, not the absorption jhanas of yoga or other methods. So in this, the type about some sutta is said in the Majjhima Nikaya. The Buddha teaches jhanas in 50 suttas out of the 152. Clearly, the Buddha recommends a jnanapada to awakening. It just needs to be the right type of jnana. In addition to the fact that the tranquil aware jhanas will take you all the way to Nibbana, a significant advantage with the aware jhanas is that they develop in a fraction of the time it takes to attain the absorption jhanas. Consider that the Buddha taught many uneducated farmers as well as princes. He had to have a simple system of meditation that was immediately effective. So, Buddha had to teach uneducated farmers also, and the many princes also. So, he had to follow a simple system. So that is why Buddha developed a system which was immediately effective. These farmers didn't have the time for or interest in a practice that took a long time to understand and master. So, so that everyone can understand, Buddha developed this system. So, relaxing tension and tightness eventually eliminate hindrances. So, relaxing tension and tightness. So, this is the method that you let go of the feelings. This is the method he developed. With one pointed concentration practice, all you are doing is suppressing hindrances for a short period of time. The same ones just keep coming back after your concentration power diminishes. So you must drive them away again each time you sit. With the absorption jhanas, meditators dislike being disturbed from their meditation. For example, a loud sound arises and dislike comes up. For the most part, the reaction to a hindrance is aversion or restlessness. You try to beat that hindrance away. In TWIM, you are treating the illness right there, removing the tension and tightness from the hindrance so that it loses its power. Comparing aware and concentration jnana. As we sit in the aware jnanas, we can still hear sounds. And if the teacher calls us, we hear this and can respond right away. Someone might tap us on the shoulder and say something. We will feel it and we can choose to respond or not. At the same time, when a loud motorcycle is outside the meditation hall, the mental balance is there. We hear it but pay no attention to it. Mind uses the relaxed step to observe, accept, and let go of the hindrance that pulls our attention away. So, this is aware jnana, that we are not disturbed by the disturbances outside. When you get into the higher aware jnanas, you do experience a sort of pulling away from the body, because in the immaterial jnanas, where there is only mind, it is operating on a subtler level. The senses have receded into the background. Only when there is contact do you notice the outside world. So, first one was the awareness, where you can hear also. In the second is the higher aware, that you do not hear. You do not hear also. You can only feel when someone touches you. So, a sort of pulling away from the body. You do experience a sort of pulling away from the body, because in the immaterial jnanas, where there is only mind, it is operating on a subtler level. The senses have receded into the background. And so the senses also have calmed down in this higher aware jnanas. Senses have calmed. So you do not sense at all. You cannot hear, you cannot see, you cannot feel. So senses have receded into the background. Only when there is a contact do you notice the outside world. The word contact here means something happens to draw your attention, something unexpected like the teacher calling or the phone ringing. Mm. So when there is all calm, you do not even feel the senses. Some teachers may advise you to stay away from concentration jhanas because you could become attached or even addicted to them. Actually, this can be true for absorption, one pointed concentration jhanas, as they can become really intense. You might become caught by them because some are very blissful and you could stop right there. So they are very intense. So teachers also sometimes do not recommend them. I have read accounts on discussion sites online where people experience absorption jhanas and think they are enlightened. They talk about how blissful it is, yet they have only attained the first jhana. There is still so much more to be learned. So when people attain this higher level, they think that they are enlightened and they feel blissful. But there is still much more to be learned.
Yes.
So even
Mm.
so even when I did a 10 days Vipassana course, I lost all my senses and I just even I uh, s- at one point of time even I stopped breathing also means it was suddenly I came back to my senses. So, but there is still so much more to be learned. It is written.
Yes.
But why? So why would the Buddha give you a practice that had potential pitfalls like this? And wouldn't a student naturally want to move on and see what is next? Based on the sutta text, the Buddha did not give us the absorption jhanas. He had already rejected them in the first part of his journey. Sutta MN 36. You never need to worry about becoming attached to the aware jhanas. It is like saying you are attached to the third grade and never want to progress to the fourth because you don't want to learn anything new again. So, is it next? Sorry, enough for today.
Yes,
Sir,
I will start reading from there.
yes.
With the aware jhanas, we are always looking to progress to see what is next. In the suttas, many times it is said that the meditator can easily experience this or that aware jhana state, but that he knows this is not the final experience, that there is more to be done. So the meditator keeps going, progress does not stop. In MN 105, Sunnaka Hatha Sutta, it says that the meditator, upon attainment of realm of nothingness, now looks forward to the realm of neither perception nor not perception. He wants nothing to do with the previous state and in fact even considers it to be repulsive. It is possible, Sunnakata, that some person here may be intent on the base of neither perception nor non-perception. When a person is intent on the base of neither perception nor non-perception, only talk concerning that interests him, and his thinking and pondering are in line with that, and he associates with that kind of person, he finds satisfaction in that. But when talk about the base of nothingness is going on, he will not listen to it or give it ear or exert his mind to understand it. Does not associate it with that kind of person, and does not find satisfaction in it. Suppose a person has eaten some delicious food and thrown it up. What do you think, Sunnakata? Could that man have any desire to eat that food again? No, Venerable Sir. Why is that? Because that food is considered repulsive. The experiences you have when you practice an aware jhana are unlikely ever to be repeated in the same way again. They are stages of progress. For example, when one gets an insight, it can unleash quite a bit of joy. But don't expect that again. You have now acquired that understanding, and there is no more to be learned from that insight. That one is in the books. Progress using the relaxed step is incredibly fast. In the Satipatthana Sutta, the Buddha says awakening can happen in a single lifetime, in 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, or even as little as 7 days when you follow the instruction. Precisely, your progress can be very quick. Yes. I would like to just briefly tell about what the intent of these paragraphs are. And in the practice, in the tranquil wisdom insight meditation practice, we are always looking for a progress. Like we never stop in practicing in general. We continue to progress in our path. Because every time we do 6 hours, we are basically walking a step ahead than the previous. Because we are removing our hindrances in our practice. And we are continuing the practice. There is one sutta reference which is being given here, that is MN 105, Sunnakata Sutta. In this, it says that meditator, after attaining the state of nothingness, he looks forward for the next step, that is neither perception nor perception. And he wants nothing to do with the previous state, that is, he doesn't pay much attention on nothingness. Rather, he is going forward in attaining the next level. And this is what the paragraph of Sutta refers here. Finding, he finds no like here it explaining about the states of jhana. Like when a person is in the intent, like when he is in the intent of attaining the realm of neither perception, non-perception, his interest, and he talks and his associates only with those person who are with the intent of this neither perception and not non-perception. But when we talk about nothingness to him, he does not pay much attention about it because he already has experienced it. In similar way, there is one similar simile given here. Like let us say, if someone have some delicious food and eaten some delicious food and remaining portion, let us say he has thrown it up. And the question is whether can someone desire to eat food again? No. The answer is no, Venerable Sir, which was given to Buddha, because the food is considered repulsive. Here, here is what what exactly what happens in every step we perform is like whenever student experiences first jhana, like first jhana in our practice, definitely in the initial beginning, he will experience a lot of joy in his joyful states he will experience. But As we progress in our path, basically we are removing a quite bit of joy and we are adding an equanimity to it. Basically, what says in general is from first to fourth jhana, there is equanimity in each of the jhana, but the level of equanimity in each state is increasing. And what we experienced because of this practice is the progress is much faster. And even there is a sutta where in Satipatthana Sutta, Buddha says that one can get awakening in a single lifetime, 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Then number of days count. The in Sutta it explains about number of days. Number of days. Last he comes in 7 days. What it says is when we follow the instruction precisely, then definitely your progress will be very quick. Now I request Nanda Madam to read.
On a typical 10 to 14 day tranquil wisdom insight meditation retreat, most students will get to the fourth jhana, and many of those will get into the higher arupa formless bases or jhanas. A few might even have the first experience of awakening. It doesn't happen every retreat, but some people are just ready for it. They understand and follow the directions perfectly and have a successful retreat in every sense of the word. When we release the tension and tightness from a hindrance, it gradually disappears. When that happens, you will have joy. For the first time, you have become free of craving until another hindrance shows up. This experience is the basis for the first tranquil, aware jhana, a fully energetic, balanced, and sublime deep state of mind from which one can clearly see the impersonal process of mind. From here, you begin to see deeply into all 12 links of dependent origination, and in due time, letting go of all conditions, you will come upon an unconditioned state. In summary, tranquil wisdom insight meditation is not a concentration meditation practice. It is a collected meditation practice. So in this chapter, when they have 10 to 14 day retreat, some students very quickly experience the first 4 jhanas, and many students even go beyond that and experience the higher arupa, formless jhanas. Sometimes it's called advanced jhanas, like infinite space, infinite consciousness, base of nothingness, neither perception nor non-perception, and even some students are just ready to experience the higher jhanas, and they do understand and follow the directions and instructions perfectly, and have a successful retreat, and even attain a cessation, which is an experience of a gradual awakening state. So when we practice our 6R, we intentionally relax the tension and tightness from the hindrances, from the unwholesome thoughts. And when we keep on doing this, these tightness and tensions gradually disappears. And so therefore the craving is reduced bit by bit, and therefore we feel quite relaxed and joyful and happy, because we are free from craving. It may last only a short period, but because the craving is reduced, or craving is completely uh, uh, eradicated and given up, we feel light and happy, and then it's possible gradually another hindrance can come up. These jhana states are experienced when we are fully energetic. It is a very balanced state. It is a sublime, deep state. When our body is very relaxed, our mind is very calm, and therefore we can clearly see the impersonal process of mind. We can see the phenomena simply arising and changing and vanishing by itself. We clearly see that we don't do anything. The phenomena just arises and changes and passes away. So when our body is very relaxed and when our mind is calm, we can see deeply into the 12 links of the dependent origination, and we tend to let go of the craving, and soon we let go of all the conditioned states, and the mind will come upon an unconditioned state, which is the experience of the gradual awakening process, the cessation of suffering. So in summary, tranquil wisdom, insight, meditation, the 6R process, the 6R technique is very definitely is not a concentration meditation practice, but it is a collected meditation practice. It is a way of relaxing and tranquilizing the bodily formations, and relaxing and tranquilizing the verbal formations, and relaxing and tranquilizing the mental formations. That is vitally important a technique, which is very different from the concentration meditation.
Yes, thank you, Madam Nanda, Madam. It was good. We have read the chapter of In Path to Nibbana, we have read about the jhanas. And in further chapters, we will be reading about in detail about the jhanas, first jhana, second jhana. We have read the chapter 3, what is jhanas now. And we have some of the chapters starting like individual explaining about each jhanas and their instructions. Like first jhana, joy, second jhana, noble silence, third jhana, happiness, fourth jhana, the beautiful. Similarly, Arupa jhana is the base of infinite space, compassion, the infinite consciousness, joy, the base of nothingness, equanimity, and the base of neither perception and not perception. And finally, we'll read the door to Nibbana. And I have stopped sharing it, and we will have next few sessions by other teachers. As I am going on retreat from tomorrow, there's a retreat in Bangalore from 9 to 19. I'm joining there. I think Sindhu will be present, Nanda madam
Yes,
will be attending, I think.
great. Good.
And you also attended recently, no madam, Nanda madam, retreat.
Yes, yes, I attended a retreat in South Wales where Paul lives in the UK, and it was led by Venerable Obasa. It's a 9-day retreat in a very nice monastery in the middle of the forest, ideal location for a silent meditation retreat. Altogether, there's 17 of us. That was a brilliant experience. It's unimaginable. I do recommend. I'm very happy that you do attend retreats. It does make an enormous difference. The vibrations are very, very strong, and the mind just flows into easily. It is very easy to relax. The conditions are right to relax and to practice the 6 hour. Actually, the only thing you have to do is to relax the body and practice the 6 hour, and the mind just automatically, it's kind of autopilot. It just automatically flows into jhanas. Yes, it is. We were very blessed to have that opportunity.
Yes, truly, madam, we are happy that we have got this tranquil wisdom inside meditation taught by Bhante Ramsi. We are very fortunate to get that teaching, which is very helpful for our daily life, which has changed our life viewing capabilities. Really, we are very happy, and we are always very respectful to our teacher Bhante Ramsi and all the associates who have helped in establishing the film. And Sangeeta madam, do you want to share anything?
No, this was a nice session, and it was not just listening but interactive also. And when we are ourselves reading, it makes us more means we pay more attention. Otherwise, when listening, we our thoughts wander, and then we are like passive in that. And so in this interactive, and when we are ourselves also reading and trying to teach, and others are also reading and trying to teach, so we pay more attention. So it is a very good method of learning, actually. Very good method.
Yes, madam. Initially, it was a different methodology, but later I thought that let everyone may read and explain. It will be a very good learning for all of them.
Yes.
And Paul sir, do you want to share anything?
Thank you for the talk. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, enjoyed the talk.
Great. Great, Paul sir. And Gopinath sir, do you want to share anything?
Hello, you can hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's okay, it's fine. I'm listening, everyone. Last 4
Good.
years I am doing this film.
Good, sir. Good, good. Nice to see you connecting.
And it is going on well, no problem. So far, no problem. Once in a month, 2-3 days, I stop doing it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's fine.
Okay. Good, sir.
Because I have learned to sit in cross-leg position also after coming to team. Before, I
Okay.
don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That means there is no body awareness.
Correct.
So yes, everything, even physical health has improved after this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Kumbh Mela on 16th.
Oh,
Visiting.
great. Great. Allahabad, I think, no, sir?
Yeah, Allahabad, Prayag Nagar.
Mm.
So 16th I'm leaving for that.
Good.
So after doing TIM also, my health situation also improved.
Fine.
Because the mental health mental health actually creates physical health.
Truly, truly.
Before we are not aware of that, but after doing TIM, we became aware that mental health creates physical health.
Yes, yes.
So
In this
many things.
context, yes, sir. Correct,
Eh?
sir. What you said is exactly correct.
Yeah, many things we have learned from this because we became closer to nature. Because natural, even birds also, crows also, don't get disturbed by us. No, I have seen crows coming near to me while eating food.
Oh, great. Great.
Before it was impossible. Crows never come near.
Okay, okay.
When I was eating in the our garden, one crow also comes there. I throw food, it also eat, I also eat. So that
Great.
situation was never impossible. It was impossible before because no bird will come near us.
Great.
And we develop a love for other animals also. Like even for ants also. After this loving kindness meditation, we develop a love. So we are not harming anyone, any creature. Before we used to throw stones on the dogs, all
Yes,
these
yes.
things.
Correct, correct.
When our mindset changes, no, everything changes.
Yes, sir.
So we basically now aware that we have to return to nature. Before that, we are not aware of that. That one day we have to return to nature. Now we became aware that we have to return to nature.
Mm.
All beings came from nature, so we have to return back to nature.
Truly.
So that thinking was never in us before. So we were all thinking that we are permanent here. So we create ego, we create ownership. There was no acceptance, but everything changed. Now no ownership because we know that we have to return back to nature.
Correct.
When that ownership is not there, ego also diminish. So we became one like anything in nature.
Exactly correct, sir. Truly.
So that time what happened? Fear also automatically vanished. Otherwise, there was fear of dog, fear of snake, fear of something else. Nothing is there means darkness also we fear something. Now I just move in darkness after switching off my house light outside inside. But there
Great.
is no fear arising. So every I
That are the
continuously keep
benefits of loving
experimenting.
kindness.
Eh?
Correct. These are the benefits of our loving kindness practice.
Yeah, I continuously expand our area. Now putting off the light and walking in the darkness. Otherwise, it was terrible fear before. Because we are in friend now we became friends with all creatures in nature. So that time there is no fear. So,
Truly.
so all these things creates bottom line is all these things create good health. There is
Correct.
no shivering, there is no fear. Otherwise, all this shivering, fear, we fear rain, we fear climate change, everything. Now, nothing like that. It's all accepting everything. 100% acceptance means. That's why I was also surprised. Last 4 years also, I didn't see a doctor.
Oh, great. Excellent. Excellent.
So now going to Prayaraj is swimming in Ganga water. I am 71 years old.
Great. Yes,
And
yes.
that courage to go there alone, everything happens because of that we are part of nature.
Truly. Truly. And you does yoga also, no, sir? Daily, regularly.
I does that is hook yoga. That is not my yoga. Hook teaches some yoga. No? Hook.
Yes. Who, Hugh. Yes, Hugh.
Hook, our that British man.
Hugh Bolton. Yes, Hugh
Yeah,
Bolton.
that yoga I am doing it.
Yes, great.
Okay, now.
Relax. Good, sir. It was nice.
So mental health, physical health, emotional health, and spiritual health. All these four combines good health.
Yes.
But before there was no loving kindness. It was out in our dictionary. There was no loving kindness.
Uh,
But now we understand that the planet Earth is wrapped in loving kindness.
Great.
So that is a nature means that is why we are able to connect to nature. Okay, thank you so much. All the best for you.
Yes, sir. It was very good sharing of experience, sir. It's really this the outcome of our practice, of our loving kindness meditation practice.
Yeah, loving kindness means the planet Earth is wrapped in loving kindness. Before we are not able to understand that. Now we understand it.
Truly, truly, truly.
Mm.
Good. Good.
Otherwise, before only our thing, no, we have no other thing. We have all 100% selfishness.
Truly, truly.
I was
Correct. That is
also part
true.
of that. I was also a part of it. 100% selfishness. Only me, mine, nothing else.
Truly.
So when that I, mine is removed, there is no stress in the mind.
Truly, truly, truly.
Yeah, this me and mine is creating all sort of stress.
Truly, truly. Correct, sir.
Mhm. Anyway, all the best for you for your retreat.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes,
Over.
sir. I think now we can share sharing merits. Now we all can read along. I'm sharing the screen now. I think now you can see the screen. Yes. All can read together. May suffering ones be
and
suffering
suffering
free,
free,
and the fear
fear
struck
struck
fearlessly.
fearlessly.
May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief.
relief.
May all beings share this
Share
merit
merit
that we have
have
thus
thus
acquired
acquired
for the acquisition of
vision
all
of
kinds of
kinds of
happiness.
happiness.
May beings inhabiting space and earth,
earth,
devas and nagas of mighty power, share this merit of ours. May they long protect the Buddha's dispensation.
Dispensation.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu,
sadhu. Thanking you all for joining, and I wish all happiness to all. Thanking you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Nanda madam. Thank you, Sangeeta madam. Thank you, Paul sir. Thank you, Gopinath sir.